Okay, so I need to make a video of my comments on A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. I hate calling it a remake because it makes me feel like the original wasn't good enough, so they had to redo it, which was, even if they did feel that way, that was totally bullcrap. You failed. So I've been going all over YouTube and posting comments to people. I'm just correcting them. I'm just pointing stuff out. I've been doing that on the IMDb boards for the remake. I also, mostly comment on the 1984 film boards, but I've been going to the remake and, talking to these remake fans to see what they like. And I'm having to, comment and give my opinions over and over again, the same thing, same thing. So I thought I'd make a comment video in case I had an argument. I just like to point this out to them. Just post the link so they can just listen to it. Okay, let me start off. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. That is it. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. He just had an amazing performance, and people are like, oh, he was so funny in the original. No, he wasn't. He didn't make wisecracks in the original, and even in the second movie, he didn't make wisecracks, okay? If anything, he was taunting his victims and laughing about it. That's so twisted. And this new one, it's like, oh, I'm gonna regurgitate some lines from the old movie, or I'm going to just say something that's like one of the original movies. It's like, ugh. And he's still making wisecracks, and this is the original. And people are like, oh, he's so much more dark. No, he's a wuss. That's what he is. He didn't scare me at all. I hated him. I don't hate Freddy. I root for this guy. He's a great evil guy. It's amazing. Okay. Oh, and I'd also like to point out, people are like, oh, well, he's a pedophile. What the heck? Okay, the original was a pedophile and a killer. A pedophile and a killer. He killed children, he molested children and killed them. A lot of people are saying, oh no, he wasn't. Well, yes, he was. Wes Craven was originally going to make him a molester and a killer, but because of some local incident with child molestation, he just changed Freddy Krueger to a killer. However, the whole molestation was implied, especially in Freddy vs. Jason, when the little girl says, he loves children, especially little girls. I mean, well, duh. It's perversion right there. So I point that out, and back to Robert Englund as Freddy. Did you know that Jackie Earle Haley watched Robert Englund before he went in to shoot the movie? Well, he did. Okay? He did. That just shows you how much Jackie sees that Freddy is an icon who can't be touched by anyone other than Robert Englund. And, it just shows you that how great Robert did as Freddy. Also, Robert not only had the whole personality and walk and just the whole physical being he put into Freddy's personality, just through everything, but he also pulled for Freddy's clothing image, like the fedora and the frayed sweater around the edges. I mean, Robert pulled for that. He really did, and that's something that is so crucial to Freddy. I mean, when you're without that fedora, if you I belong on DeviantArt, and I'll see some people will draw maybe another hat, and I'll be like, no, that it has to be the fedora. Or if someone draws Freddy perfectly, except he or she doesn't fray the sweater, it's like, well, that's kind of important. So that's an important aspect of Freddy. Next, I'd like to point out the makeup in the remake for Freddy. People are like, oh, it's so much scarier than the original. Why? Because he looks more realistic, like a burn victim. Just because he looks more realistic, which I really don't think he does. He looks like an alien. E.T. on Elm Street? What? He doesn't look like, I mean, he may look like a burn victim, but he doesn't look like a scary he just doesn't scare me. I mean, really. He just, it doesn't fit for me, the makeup. Oh, because he looks like a burn victim. Freddy Krueger was burned alive. I'm pretty sure they stated that in the remake, but in case you guys missed that, Freddy Krueger was burned alive. So he didn't go in the hospital and get skin grafts and feel all better, okay? In the original, all that's left was bones after Freddy was burned. I don't know about the remake. I don't know if he's just bones or whatnot. They didn't elaborate on that, but for the original, he was just bones, and the whole makeup effect looked like Freddy's skin and organs and everything just kind of melted back onto his bones, which is what they showed in Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and I think that just fit so well. I mean, it was just like melted back onto him, and his skin and everything was just twisted. It just, I mean, it's really gross. Truthfully, for someone who loves the original, just really gross. This new one was like, okay, I'll send you a get well card in the hospital, Next, I'd like to elaborate on the Nancy, who I hated. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. A lot of fans are saying, well, at least she didn't, laugh at her killer. She didn't set booby traps around the house. That's stupid. What are you talking about? If that's how you'd face your killer, you would die. You would die, okay? Nancy has courage. She never laughed at Freddy. She may have, given him his own medicine and, taunted him a bit in the original, but she never, she was brave, and, it was difficult. Freddy was torturing her, and she was still brave, and she faced him. And she set up booby traps, to try and defeat this guy. She wasn't just going to run away and scream. I felt that the remake Nancy, all she did was run away. She didn't even scream. She just ran away and was really tired, and then Freddy followed her. The only reason that the remake Freddy liked Nancy Holbrook was because she was his favorite child to molest. That's pretty pathetic. Not only on the Nancy level, but on the Freddy level as well. In the original, Freddy was, hated Nancy so much. She was his arch nemesis, okay? Not just his favorite child to molest. That wasn't even, that didn't happen. But he hated her so much. He was after her because he hated her because she was so strong and determined. She was this girl. He's, dealt with kids before. He's killed kids. He was a Springwood slasher, and no one ever stood up to him like Nancy Thompson did. She was this regular girl next door that, faced him. She faced him just out of the blue. It's like, it's just, for Freddy, it was that he couldn't believe it. He's this powerful dream killer who has all these abilities, and this regular girl is just kicking his butt. it is amazing. I know she may have died in the third one, but you know what? She didn't deserve that death. She deserved a lot more. At least that's what I think. She should have, either not died, that would have made me really happy, or if they felt that she still needed to die, if they'd have rethought about it, she should have gone out with a real bang, because I think that was, Nancy isn't that weak. She's very cautious. And, so yeah, that's my thoughts on everything. I don't think I have anything else to say, really. Jackie did have I'll give him credit. He was the reason I went back to see the film a second time. But it was just a boring film. I was so bored. Alright, so that's all I've got to say. Maybe I'll say some more stuff later, but watch the original. Please, 3 words, watch the original. Alright, happy nightmares. Bye-bye.